Hello, my name is Mitonio Rodriguez. People call me JR. We are here in Round Rock, Texas. And today I'm going to take you into my garage, which is called JR's Gracie Garage. So as we're walking there, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my history. And so my history of martial arts, if I'm going to be honest, goes all the way back to Bruce Lee, imitating him. But I grew up in a family of boxers, so I was kind of drawn into boxing, and I did that all the way up to like Junior Olympics. After boxing, I joined the Guardian Angels, and I did the Guardian Angels and learned some military style self-defense. Then after that, I took up Kempo karate, and I did Kempo karate for a couple years. And then I got introduced to Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. All this happened in Philadelphia, where I'm from. And so when I started training in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, it was at Maxercise in Philadelphia, which was one of the first East Coast academies in the country. And I was training under Steve Maxwell. I did that for several years, and then I moved to Texas. When I moved to Texas, we found out that Helson had an academy here. And so I started training there for a little bit, but mostly it was competition team, no self-defense program. So I competed 1 year, got a silver medal, didn't really like it. So I opened up my own garage and just started training with my wife, because we bought the book that Eliu and Horion put out. And so we did that for several years, way before the Gracie University and the Gracie Garage program. This is building 3. And so the second set of garages is where I'm at, in the center one. I keep a screen, keep it nice and cool, keep the breeze coming, but keep the pesky bugs and stuff out. So like I said, I started doing the Gracie Garage a couple years ago. I picked up some guys from a gym where I first started, and it didn't really work out because the guys didn't have like the right mind frame. You know, I didn't meet them through the Gracie University. So please follow the mat there and leave your ego outside, please. Now, let's take a look at the mat space here. We have 150 feet of mat space. I have resin lights on the walls, you know, so that resin lights on the walls, right? So that in case we come in contact with the walls, I have the poster of the Mastery, Eliu Gracie. We have TV, DVD player. We have the whole combative series here. So this is what we're working on. If you're already past this, then have a nice day. I'm still working on this. Okay, so let's do a 360-degree view of the garage here. I keep it very clean. I use a steam mop to mop the floors and stuff. So what kind of partners am I looking for here? I'm looking for partners who are going to be very clean, very respectful. I want you to come here, and what I want people who are going to be committed to do the whole curriculum to finish. I'm looking for people who are going to be very clean. So I recommend for people, if they want to come here, they buy a gi. I want everybody wearing a gi. You know, shower before you come here. You have to brush your teeth, you know, fresh. Be fresh when you come in here, because it's hot. When you get in here, we're going to cook, and we don't need to, you know, be offensive to anyone. So if this seems like a good fit for you, you know, I don't have any specific times. I have guys that come at different times. So I have guys that come at 8:30 in the morning. I have another guy that comes at 11. I got guys that come in on the evening. Some guys come in 3 times a week. I'm keeping this right now to just the weekdays. And so if this works out for you, please reach me through Gracie University, and I hope to see you soon. All right, so right now we're gonna do a little ride and chat video. So what the ride and chat is all about is I've been a chauffeur driver Most of the time that I've been living here in Austin, I either drove a taxi, I started my own service, I drove for the studio, and now I drive for Uber, which I don't like. I really hate when I have to drive for Uber. Not that I hate people who take Uber or whatever, but it's just, I feel like I'm working for peanuts, and people don't really respect Uber drivers, in my opinion. So, with that said, we are on our way. Me and my partner in crime, Mark, here.
Hello.
And let's find out a little bit about you, Mark. You know, we got connected through the Gracie University.
That's true. I went to the site trying to figure out where there were Gracie academies and if I could train somewhere somehow. And the closest one that I could find was in New Braunfels, which I think is no longer in business anyway. But I was like, well, that's too far away. That would never work. So yeah, I said, oh, there are things called these Gracie garages, and I could find a training partner that way. And so I looked through the list, and lo and behold, in Round Rock was a Gracie garage, and J.R. Rodriguez was the garage leader, as they call them.
Yeah,
and,
so Mark, you showed up to come train with me, and oddly enough, you were also a producer at the Public Access Channel. You had your own series that you did, and
I did.
Yeah, it's almost like you're God sent, you know.
That's true.
Because now you're helping me with my programs that I'm trying to produce.
Right, at Austin Public,
yeah,
which used to be called Austin Access TV or ACTV.
That's Channel Austin.
Right, it's had many different
names.
iterations and technological upgrades, which they've done a lot of technological upgrades since I was doing it. My series was from 2000 to 2006, and it was called Lube TV. And yeah, we did, in those 6 years, I did 142 episodes, 30-minute long episodes of Lube TV, which was lubricating the social environment through the exhibition of short films, music videos, and performance art. And it was a lot of fun. It's also a lot of work, even for just a 30-minute recorded, because, you know, it's you know, getting together with everybody to record an episode, finding material to show on the episode, and then editing it all together. So I tried to keep it as simple as possible.
And it was still a lot of work.
And it's still a lot of work. It's like for you know, for every 30 minutes of video, you can bet there's going to be 2 hours of editing minimum. You know, so it seems, depending on complexity. And even at the simplest, you know, trying to put together a 30-minute episode could easily take you 3 hours.
So we have been working together as far as like in the garage with the curriculum now almost 5 months, or has it been 5 months now?
I think it's 5.5.
Okay.
Approaching 6 months.
In my opinion, I think that's been working out, you know, very beautifully. I think you're somebody who, I mean, day one, he showed up, you know, before I even met him, he was at my garage, standing there with a gi on. And
that's right.
That meant a lot. That showed me a lot, because a lot of people, they want to learn jiu-jitsu, but they don't want to make an investment of a gi for whatever reason, you know.
I guess my whole rationale was, it's like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. So that means, you know,
do it all the way.
Purchasing a gi to train, and that's what I wanted to do. It's like, you're either going to commit to something or you're not. And so, you know, that was my visual way of saying, hey, I'm committed to this. You know?
How do you feel now, like close to 6 months in? How's your confidence level? with the program that you're learning?
1,000 times higher than it was when I started. I mean, it's a process. I mean, I don't feel like I'm an expert at anything. Obviously, I'm still a white belt. Mm-hmm. So, I'm just, I'm working the process and over time get better and better. And, some techniques I think I've got down 100%. Others, maybe 70%. It just depends how many times, you build that muscle memory.
So anyway, we're heading now to the studio. My name is J.R. Rodriguez, and I'm a Gracie Garage leader from Round Rock, Texas. I want to start, with your permission, producing a podcast on a monthly basis from this studio in the Austin Public Access Channel called Inside the Gracie Garage. I want to feature a live video chat with Gracie Garage leaders and their students from all over the world, right out of their own Gracie Garage. We're going to cover such topics as the Gracie diet, the curriculum, and just being a Gracie Garage leader or a student. So please let me know if this idea does not conflict with the agreement that I made of being a Gracie Garage leader, and if I have your approval to go and greenlight this project. My training partner here, Mark
Right,
Brown.
we are training partners. Though you have many more years experience than I do, that's for sure.
Former producer of Lube TV, and he's working with me, and he's gonna help me produce this Inside the Gracie Garage. And today we're gonna interview him and let him say in his own words what his experience has been coming to train at the Gracie Garage.
So several months ago, I was interested in getting back into shape, and I was thinking, okay, do I want to go to work out in a gym or something? I was saying, I hate working out in a gym. So I was thinking, and I've always been kind of interested and have been toying with the idea of studying a martial art, but I wasn't quite sure which martial art might be the way to go. And so after listening to Joe Rogan podcast and just running across some Gracie challenge videos on YouTube and stuff, I got interested in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, and so I found their website and the Gracie Academy. And then, of course, I ran across the fact that you were actually running or were the leader of a Gracie Garage in Round Rock, and I was like, wow, what are the odds of that? And so I saw that you had posted a video, and it was like a couple of years old, and I was like, I wonder if he's still looking for people to train with him. So I emailed you and found out that you were, and so we've been training together for 3.5, 4 months now. And
what's the experience like? Was it what you expected, or?
That's hard to say. I think it's more than what I expected, actually, because it's of course they've got the videos online that you can watch so that you see the techniques ahead of time and then show up and train together to because it's easy to get a technique in your head, but to actually be able to do it and get
the
muscle
mechanics
memory,
and the
get
muscle
your body,
memory.
yeah. And so that's what makes the Gracie Garage so good, because you really can't learn something unless you really do it, and that's what this is. I think the Gracie Garage experience with JR's Gracie Garage has done for me is I really feel like that I'm, for once in my life, learning truly learning a martial art.
You're becoming a martial artist.
Well, we shall see.
For the first time in your life.
I'm on that road.
You may have been an artist in different ways, but as a martial artist, you're on your way, my friend. I can tell you're on your way.
And well, what I've discovered, it's not just getting my body into shape. It's also, stress relief and
getting
getting that kind of I don't know. I think there's a philosophy to, behind a martial art, especially jiu-jitsu, and I don't know. It has a calming effect on me.
Cool.
So yeah, all in all, it's been a very positive experience. So
you would recommend it to other people, huh?
Definitely. If you want to learn a martial art, a useful martial art for self-defense in particular, which is what we're studying, the Gracie combatives, I think it's great.